much just getting back from the wake and shit.
How was it?
It was interesting. I'll text you. I don't want to say a lot on air right now.
Right,
But I'm just grateful right now. That's all I gotta say.
right.
Just fucking grateful.
Right.
Tomorrow's the funeral. So yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Chilling, man. Matt Barnes is from.
You said what?
Matt Barnes is the player.
Yeah. What about him?
Nah, he was saying he was talking shit about another former player. I'm like, why is it his business? Like you haven't played in like how long? You was never All Star. He's talking shit about another former player. I'm like, come on, man. This dude to
This
get mad
nigga.
about his ex wife, people mentioning his ex wife, and he talking shit about players.
That's funny.
Yeah, I already had my run in with him on the Shade Room a couple years ago.
Oh
He
wow.
didn't he didn't he didn't like people mentioning talking about his ex wife.
And don't
He
talk
tried
about anybody else. And shit.
Yeah, exactly. He hit me up in DM talking about he want to fly me out. Want to fly me out to Cali. Like to do what?
That sounds kind
Yeah,
of sus to me.
yeah. Like for what? So I could be on Love and Hip Hop. I'm good. Yeah, yeah. He don't want nobody mentioning his ex wife, but he talking shit about everybody else. Like how that work? Crazy man.
That's one of the reasons why I can't stand DL Hughley and shit. Especially when him and Monique was going at it, because DL Hughley used to talk so
Uh,
much shit about other people and stuff like that. But when Monique talked about his sister, all of a sudden that's a problem.
right.
It's like
Crazy.
don't serve niggas
What's wrong
hot
with these
shit if you
niggas, man?
can't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. What's wrong with them? They just like say anything and think people are not gonna respond to them.
Right. Ah, Jesus. People are just comedians.
Yeah. Like, they just don't.
So who's ready for this fucking holidays?
Me.
I'm just ready to get paid, honestly. My bank account's in need for a Christmas miracle. You said, in your opinion, this is Too Short's last good album, even though I do like Chase the Cat. We'll
Well,
talk
no,
about that.
nobody asked for your opinion, so nobody asked. That's great.
Okay. I'm gonna start this shit in about 10 more minutes. So you said this is your first Too Short album you heard, right?
Ever, because I wasn't into
Wow.
him like that. Ever. I liked him on the
Mm.
features. He was good with a lot of features he did, but the whole album, nah, I wasn't into him.
Understandable. He's in the quiet taste of some. This show Southside is hilarious.
Yeah.
So I was thinking after I come back from my little break, we should do a disco week.
Okay. Sounds
We're
good.
gonna be dancing. Yeah, man. That's gonna be something different. Disco.
I love it.
Especially my motherfucking boy, talking about them Bee Gees and shit.
Yeah.
How many Bee Gees albums do
Classic.
you have? You said what?
I have three. I
Do you
got
have the one? All right, go.
Children of the World and Saturday Night Saturday Night Fever album soundtrack and the what was this Spirits Within or whatever the fuck
The
that
one I
joint.
was thinking about, Children of the World came before Saturday Night Fever, right?
No, I think that was after.
Oh wow,
Or that might have been the same year. I think they released like two albums the same year, if I'm not mistaken.
that sounds about right. What is the worst Christmas song you've ever heard? Santa
Mm,
Baby. I never liked that Santa Baby song.
by who? Because so many people done it.
It doesn't matter. I just never liked the song.
Yeah.
It sounds like some fake ass Marilyn Monroe trying to be sexy ass. Santa Baby, hand me down the chip. Like, come on, man.
Mike, what's up?
What's up, Mike? Like, give me any Mariah Carey Christmas song over that. I'm sorry.
Right.
What is the worst Christmas song you ever heard?
I don't know. I don't haven't heard no worst Christmas songs. So I don't listen to a lot of Christmas shit anyway. You know.
Christmas, motherfucker. Oh, you know what's another bad Christmas song? Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
No.
First of all, jingle bells is supposed to reference slavery and stuff like that too. Niggas forget about that.
Right.
That's why they only sing the first verse for jingle bells and shit.
Right.
So don't expect me to sing no jingle bell bullshit.
Fuck that.
I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. My ass.
Oh boy.
No. Think about it. Think about this. Think about
Uh-huh.
this.
Uh-huh.
I ain't never seen no damn snow in Christmas time and shit. So why the fuck would I be
You
dreaming of
never seen snow for Christmas?
No.
You never had a white Christmas down there in Carolina?
Nigga, our Christmas has been black.
Really?
Ain't no fucking snow, no Frosty the Snowman. Hell no. I hate that shit.
We've had New York. New York has had more than one white Christmas.
No, y'all had white Christmas, white Thanksgiving, white Halloween and shit like that. Y'all just damn cold out there and shit. No offense. I love New York though, but still.
Yeah. I thought like North Carolina would have had like snow for Christmas.
I never seen a snowflake, a snowdrop. I've never
wow.
seen a snowman for Christmas. But damn sure they have snow coming when you least expect it and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially when you lose, especially when snow comes and you can't even go to your fucking job and your paycheck comes out short. All because it wants to snow in January instead of it snowing on fucking Christmas and shit.
Yep.
So fuck a white Christmas, bitch. No, I'm not calling you a bitch, but still.
You sound upset about that. Why?
Yeah, I'm very upset. No, it's stupid white people making up those stupid ass Christmas songs and shit. See, they don't want a nigga like me making Christmas songs. They don't want a nigga like me.
We got our own. We got the Death Row Christmas on Death Row. That was dope.
Yeah, but they did that for charity. They did that for charity.
Did that for charity?
Yeah, I think they did that, and plus, they were losing money, so they did it off the rim. I love the Christmas album, but let's be real. They did it for charity.
Right. Oh man.
White Christmas.
Would you rather have I'm Dreaming of a Black Christmas?
Yes, honestly, yes. Honestly, I'd rather have a black Christmas than a white Christmas.
Right.
Now, let me get my pasta out the oven and we better start this shit.
Oh, wow. Pasta, let's go.
Yeah, Jamaican jerk chicken pasta.
Yes. Damn, yo.
I'm going to eat that right after I finish up this fucking review and shit.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Gotta fake shit. My biggest flex is I'm exactly who I say I am.
Hey, yo. I want to shout out Mike right quick because he introduced me to this crazy ass show last night called TJ Hooker. You ever seen that show?
TJ Hooker?
I never seen T.J. Hooker before.
With William Shatner and Heather Locklear.
Whoa. That shit had me rolling dead.
You liked it?
It's so unintentionally funny, like for some god reason.
Is it the 80s?
I'm
That's
like,
why.
yo, Mike, don't make me wake up this girl right here, because I was trying so hard not to wake up my
It was the 80s. It's 80s cop show.
You said what?
It's an 80s cop show. That's why it was hilarious.
I mean, I've seen 80s cop shows in the heat of the night, Hill Street Blues, but this one right here, I'm just like, what was the audience for this mother?
My mom used to watch that. I remember it used to come on like Saturday nights.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking William Shatner at his campiest and shit. I'm like, dog, Mike, really. Mike, don't do this.
He was still doing the Star Trek films at that time too. So
I was like, Mike,
T.J. Hooker.
I literally almost had a heart attack last night, yo. I was like, yo.
Yep. Crazy.
But I might do some reactions to that sometime. I'm just like, yo, Mike.
You liked it that much, huh?
It was unintentionally funny. Some shit I need right now.
Right. I feel you. I feel you in that.
But I'm ready to start whenever you are.
All right.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely day? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Before I start, I'm scheduled to do the DJ video Friday at 2:00. That's my goal. But tomorrow is my grandma's funeral, and a lot of family have came to town and shit like that too. So my goal is, but if I have to do some shit with family Friday at that time, I may have to. But if not, the goal is to still have that there. But I will make an announcement in case any day changes.
Your family comes first. That's more important than.
That's true.
Live, so. If I had to go to a funeral, I wouldn't even be thinking about going live anyway. So, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, my grandma would want me to just keep moving on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, if I have to do something with my family, I'm gonna automatically just reschedule it for probably next week. But as of now, the date is still standing as of now, and it's gonna be on Insta, YouTube, and Twitch, because like I told y'all before, I made a Twitch account, and stuff like that. And excuse me, I'm gonna be doing a lot of my DJ shit there and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you guys know by Thursday night, because I do plan on doing a late night stream tomorrow night, hopefully. So I'll let you guys know the full information about that. Because Shantae Moore Christmas album review at 5 or 6 o'clock stuff too, you know what I'm saying? Which I know that's gonna be right before I rest for work, so I know I'll be able to make that. I know that. So yeah. It's not like I'm just trying to bury myself with work right now, but I'm literally am fine. I literally am fine and stuff like that, because my grandma was 96 years old. She lived a long life, so I just want to say rest in peace to her. I love you, Grandma. Now,
my condolences to you and your family.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I didn't tell like a lot of people and stuff like that. I told like a few amount, because honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I hate when people say my condolences, but nothing against you, but it's just when everyone I just gonna get overwhelmed and stuff like that. But now let's talk about some bitches and hoes. Let me stop. So Too Short is returning after a year, and surprisingly, I don't have this Too Short album, which I wish I fucking did. We're gonna talk about his comeback album, his 11th studio album, 11 albums in 1999. Can't Stay Away. 11 albums. Not even LL reached that time. People want to say LL.
LL should have stopped after Mr. Smith.
Yeah. So this is Too Short with Can't Stay Away. This album came out July 13th, 1999 on Jive Records. Him and Karis One made Jive a lot of money. Fuck NSYNC.
Yeah.
It was produced by Too Short, fucking Eric Sermon. Yes. Diamond motherfucking D on Too Short
Diamond D
album.
on the Too Short album. Wow.
Yes.
That's why this album was fire.
Oh, so you like this album?
Yes, I do.
So you like this?
Well, we're gonna get into that. But you know, it is my first time hearing the Too Short album, so why not start with this, right?
I mean, interesting, yeah. Interesting. Amp Banks, Kenny Flav, D-Light, Mike D, Jermaine Dupri, J Mac, Jazzy Faye, Lil Jon, and Quentin Banks and shit.
A lot of people on here.
Yeah. Singles album is known for More Freaky Tales, Invasion of the Flat Booty Bitches, and It's About That Money. Guest appearances include A-Ball at MJG, Jay-Z, Jermaine Dupri, E40, Das, Superfly, Jazzy Face, Scarface, KB, Otis and Suge, Dwayne Wiggins, Be Legit, Puff Daddy, Silk Capone, Murder One, G-Side, Player, Bad Ways, Zoo. Honestly, the people who I mentioned after Puff Daddy, I think they were like people that he was down with, like some of his affiliates.
Right.
Bad Ways, Zoo, Owl Block, and Hell Killer. All right. Now, let's just say this for right now. Before Jay-Z wanted to retire, before all these rappers say, I'm retiring, Too Short was literally the first motherfucker to do this shit. Let's be real. You guys should know, in case you guys don't know Too Short, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of all the albums I've talked about. He dropped his first couple of albums, like Don't Stop Rapping back in '83, which the first three albums I don't have in my collection. But those first three, I mean, Don't Stop Rapping, Players, and Raw, Uncut, and X-Rated.
Right.
Because those were very, very, very hard to come by. I've heard them, like in bits and pieces. I've heard them in the past, but those ones go for a stupid amount of money and shit. So then, '87, he signed to Jive, and he dropped the classic, Born to Mac, which that's like a West Coast banger, one of the best albums he's ever done. And then the next year he dropped Life is Too Short, which that's probably one of his breakthrough albums, if you ask me. And then he dropped Short Dogs in the House in 1990, which I feel like is a very dope album itself. You know what I'm saying? Then Shorty the Pimp came in 1992, which that was a bit more darker album. I want to say that was the album he started working with Ant Banks. That was the album he started working with Ant Banks and shit like that. And then 1993, he dropped my favorite album. Well, one of my two favorite albums. Well, one of my top two favorite albums. Let's just stop there. Okay. 1993, Getting Where You Fit In. And then 1995, he had dropped The Cocktails, which that might be next to Getting Where You Fit In, my favorite album. And that was actually the first hip-hop album where a solo rapper rapped with a live band and shit. Like, of course, you had Stizza Sonic, you had the Roots and all that shit, but Too Short was like the first solo rapper to do that, which I found that was pretty dope. And then 1996, he dropped Getting It, album number 10, which I personally feels like a very dope album itself. It's kind of a continuation of Cocktails in a way, but at the same time, it was a bit more slicker when it comes to the sound. And it was at that point where he had said that he was going to retire. Around that time, too, I mentioned he had gotten into it with a bunch of Bay Area rappers like Drew Down, Loonies. He had gotten into it with them. And pretty much, I mentioned this in one of my beef episodes, but it's like a couple of stories why this happened. I think they got into it I think Drew Down and Short Dog got into it in the club or some shit like that. And they didn't like the fact that Short Dog had relocated to Atlanta. It's like a lot of different things when it comes to that. And that's why in the song, the Getting It album, he had a song called That's Why, where he pretty much cleared up the side of the beef and stuff like that. Y'all check out the Drew Down diss track on Mr. Buster, which I feel like very underrated diss track. And it's kind of crazy because Ice Cube recently done an interview when they're promoting the Mount Westmore album, and he pretty much said that nobody went after Too Short. I'm looking at myself like, dog, like people forget about that Luna's Drew Down beef and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That was a niggas almost lost their lives, I think, at one time and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So you know how people certain history goes with people and shit like that. They want to remember what they want to remember, but that's another story for a different day. So in between 96 and 99, you know, Short Dog was pretty much like just only doing guest appearances when it comes to other rappers and stuff like that. Most notably, he had done the song The World Is Filled. The World Is Filled with Biggie and Puff on the Life After Death album, which I feel like one of my favorite records he's ever done. And yes, that's the only verse Puffy ever wrote, allegedly. That's the only motherfucking verse. So just wanted to throw that out there.
I still don't believe that.
And you said what?
I still don't believe that.
I mean, it is what it is. And then he also did that song with Jay-Z.
Yes.
Real Niggas from the what's the album? Life in My Lifetime Volume 1 album, which I feel like that's one of my favorite records from in My Lifetime Volume 1. I'm talking a lot. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That was a very dope record and shit like that too. What else? He also did another song with Jay-Z too on the Volume 2 Hard Knock Life.
Fire.
And shit too. You said what?
I love that record.
Yeah, man, that one was a week ago. Fucking banging ass track right there. So yeah, man. So you know, he was doing a lot of stuff for the East Coast and shit like that, and he also did that. He also appeared on a compilation, that compilation with Dangerous Music and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, he was still doing his thing. And so fast forward to like 1999 and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? That's when he wanted to come out of retirement, and that's when he came out with the Can't Stay Away album. And it's crazy too, because when it comes to the Can't Stay Away at the time, he was literally like in his early 30s and shit like that. And when it comes to like a lot of these MCs or a lot of these hip hop heads, they feel like once a nigga rapper turns 30, they're automatically quote unquote too old and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like when it comes to like music, like the Stones, Springsteen, they still pushing it, and they're like in their 70s and stuff like that too. So why is it different for them? But when it comes to hip hop, it's just like,
we put a boundary on.
That's another story. I talked about that.
You know, I feel we put a boundary on our own genre when
But
it
that's
comes to like age and location and all that shit. It's stupid.
It's very good. So yeah, man. So this album came out in 1999. I'm trying to pull up my fucking notes, and it's crazy too because it's just like when it comes to like my favorite years from Short Dog and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more for 1987 to 1996, but when I mean like the last group, what I mean like after getting it, he still was dropping quality up until maybe the early 2000s. And by early 2000s, I mean up until maybe the Chase the Cat album, which right after that, he came out with that. I was like, yeah, it was like very hit or miss for me. Because I do have a copy of the You Nasty album, which it's been years since I've actually heard that record. So, yeah, man, I definitely want to talk about that one day and shit too. Unfortunately, I don't have this record in my collection and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, this is the album cover right here. Definitely has Short Dog, in his own mafioso kind of stand, like a big boss, not like a Godfather and stuff like that. The head pimp or whatever you want to call it. Very, very, very dope album cover. Fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where we at right now. Yeah, man. I think we just also pretty much when it comes to this album, it's 16 tracks on this album, but they added some bonus tracks after "Can't Stay Away" outro, which I don't care to buck with you. I'm just gonna reveal it right now. There was some like the weakest. There was some of the weakest
Yeah.
tracks, if you ask me, and shit. Especially the Puff Daddy song, which I'm gonna save my thoughts on that. You said what?
No. Yeah.
So yeah, man, you guys know how much you fucking love Puffy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's start with this fucking shit. So track number 1 is "Can't Stay Away." Nice way to start off this fucking track album right here. You know what I'm saying? Self-explanatory. Just talk about Short Dog. Can't stay, like, the rap game needs him. Can't leave rap alone. The game needs me. That kind of stance and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I personally feel like this is a very strong track to start off with. Not one of my favorites though, but with the rapper as quality as Too Short and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he definitely did his thing on this one. So I kind of prefer this song as the sequel to Getting It in a way, because he was still talking about telling rappers to watch the publishing, watch how you sample and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely a nice little track right here.
It was cool. I don't know if I would have started off the album with this one compared to like all the other tracks he had on there, but it was alright.
Yeah, definitely understandable and shit. Um, Track number we got. Hold on, right quick. Sorry. Ain't No Bitches. Nothing groundbreaking. You guys know how Short Dog view and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the bitches and hoes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was alright.
Yeah, this had a dope beat. Definitely enjoyed it. He did his thing on this one.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Track number 3, "Don't Stop Rapping," featuring 8 Ball and MJG. It's just a match made in heaven that 8 Ball, MJG, and Too Short did a song with one another. And you can definitely tell 8 Ball MJG was very influenced by Short Dog, just based on the style and the whole pimp culture, shit like that too, which, excuse me, which they rapped heavily on with it, especially in the first 4 albums and stuff too. I personally feel like it's a dope record. Um, Definitely loved MJG's verse and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely did his thing on this record. The beat by More Suave A was another dope one right here too. So yeah, this is a fire ass joint.
This is fire. Definitely enjoyed this one. It was jazzy. We had the 808s. The beat was knocking. I loved MJG's flow on this beat. 8 Ball saying, feel my flow, mix it in with your chronic man. Short Dog, I don't know why you tried to leave this game. I loved the collaboration and when you hear 8 Ball and MJG, they just bring like a certain type of like soul to their music, and it definitely sounded like soulful hip hop on this track. So I like this.
Yeah, this is definitely a very dope track indeed. Yeah, and I definitely agree with you about the soul that they added, especially
Yeah.
when they came to the On Top of the World album, which that's actually my favorite record they've ever done.
Right.
Um, track number track number 4, "Here We Go," featuring Jay-Z and Jermaine Dupri. Very, very, very dope record right here. Um, Pretty much from what I looked up, this is the "Here We Go" JD mix and stuff like that. Which ironically it was produced by both Jermaine Dupri and Diamond D, which I did not
Mm,
even fucking know. Diamond had his
wow.
hand on this one and shit.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and it's crazy too because he pretty Diamond D say how he pretty much had to go fly to Atlanta and stuff like that to do this. He played a couple of joints and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he pretty much loved the fucking track and the fact that both Jermaine Dupri and Jay Z dropped blockbuster albums, Life in 1472 and
Hmm.
Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, respectively. It's
Yes.
just a nice way to reintroduce Too Short to a new generation and
Right.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely loved how Jay started the verse off and stuff too. But I feel like Short Dog definitely stole the show with this one. So this is actually one of my favorite tracks on this album.
A DITC and So Def collabo. That's something that we may never ever get again. And this joint was a banger. I love the beat for this, the bass line. We had Jermaine Dupri in the chorus. Jay Z to me stole the show as always. You know, when he said outlaw, simply I outdraw y'all. Whether the clubs or the street, I outball y'all. Niggas ain't ready, I doubt all y'all. Fly ass niggas, I be rap all y'all. Loved his flow. And he had like two verses on that track, and Too Short did his thing. Definitely one of the best tracks on the album.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. Next track we got is More Freaky Tales, which that's the sequel to Freaky Tales, of course. Now, granted, does this song really need a sequel? I wouldn't really give Freaky Tales a sequel, but I do love the beat to this one and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are aware of the original Freaky Tales, you guys would know what Short Dog was getting himself into, just talking about all the freaky girls he hung out with. Oh, he did do another version with Snoop Dogg a couple years ago and stuff like that, which that might be one the best version next to the original and stuff. So yeah,
This was a banger. It was nasty. It was like he was storytelling about the different freaky chicks he was with and what they liked. Love the pianos on it, the bass line. He said bitch said her name was Teresa. All on my dick like cheese on pizza. Loved it. Banger.
yeah, definitely a banging track indeed. Um, Next track we got is fuck it. You Might Get G'd featuring E40, Daz Dillinger, and Superfly. Um, this track was okay. I'm not gonna hold you. This one was pretty okay and stuff like that. It's nice that all of them did their thing on this one, but eh, I could have done without it.
I like this one. That definitely had like a dope G Funk sound to it. The beat was knocking. Superfly, did his thing. He said, because it ain't about loving these hoes. I'm straight dicking these hoes, getting paper while I'm sticking these hoes. I like them. I think Superfly's always been underrated. I actually saw him live when Snoop Dogg came over here, and he did his thing with Snoop, and this was a banger.
Yeah, respect. Track number 7, Good Life, featuring Jazzy Faye. Very, very, very dope track. Jazzy Faye being a very dope producer. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got to start doing shit with Eric Sermon. And, Eric Sermon and Tusha being very dope friends. Guess, they just collaborate with one another eventually. What I got from Good Life is the fact that, what's his name? They're just talking about, living it up, niggas being successful now and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely fuck with this track right here. You know what I'm saying? It definitely had a very mafioso, celebratory kind of feel to it. So I like it.
This was banging. Definitely love the beat, the bass line. Jazzy Faye always gonna put like his little sprinkle and signature trademark like ad libs on the track. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Next track we got is fucking what's the next track?
Longevity.
Yeah, Longevity featuring Scarface, KB, Otis, and Suge. Um, This is actually my favorite track off this album. To be real with you, you know what I'm saying. What I got from this one is just pretty much like um the older rappers, just mentoring some of these new rappers and stuff like that. Especially as some of these new rappers might take certain shit for granted and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, Scarface definitely did his thing on this track right here. You know what I'm saying? So this was a pretty dope one.
Another banger. It was real jazzy. The pianos on it, the bass line. Scarface killed it. I like this line. He said, "Fuck it, I've been around since '86, way before my mom playing tricks." Definitely a nice collab with Scarface and Too Short.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Next track is "How Does It Feel," featuring Dwayne Wiggins. This one right here. First of all, seeing Oaktown, people just doing their thing. Both the motherfuckers from Oaktown doing their thing. This one right here was a pretty good track. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a nice, smooth out, laid back track right here, shit like that. Dwayne Wiggins definitely did his thing singing, so I liked it.
Loved it. Loved the beat. Had a G funk, type of sound to it. Dwayne Wiggins killed it on the chorus. Another banger.
Definitely. Um, Track number 10, "What Happened to the Groupies," featuring Captain Saberho and Be Legit. I might get some flack for this. I've never really been the biggest Be Legit fan like that. You know what I'm saying?
Me either.
But whenever
Me
he
either.
does shit with, you said what?
I said me either.
Yeah. But whenever he does shit with Short Dog or even Am Banks to that matter, he always steps his game up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this one kind of reminds me a little bit of like their version of Snoop Dogg's "Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None." If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? This one was a pretty okay track.
Be Legit sounded decent on here. I think it was mostly I like the beat for the track was fire. But I've never been like a fan of his like that. So
Definitely. All right. Next track we got is "Invasion of the Flat Booty Bitches." I love that fucking title. You know what I'm saying? Just
that sound
Short
like some
Dog
shit
giving his.
that sound like some shit Humpty Hump would have did.
You know what? You're actually right. It does have a Humpty Hump feel to it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? This was produced by Eric Sermon, which honestly, next to Short Dog, I mean, next to Ant Banks, I might have to say that's my favorite producer who ever worked with Short Dog because they always drop quality shit with one another.
definitely,
Surprisingly, they
definitely.
never dropped an album with one another and stuff too.
He should have did one. He should have did one with. I think that would have been Too Shorts. That would have been a great album for Too Short for like New Yorkers to listen to East Coast uh heads to listen to Too Short because we didn't bump Too Short over here like that. And a lot of people didn't care for his music. They didn't think that he could rhyme, and I always felt like he did the best shit with Eric Sermon and Def Squad, and they should have did the album together.
Yeah, man. And at that time, fucking Eric Sermon was at his prime at that time,
Right.
especially the R&B remixes. He
Hmm.
had just dropped his first two albums plus the Insomnia record, which I love his Insomnia. Insomnia has some of his best production and shit. So
Right.
yeah, man, they always done a lot of dope shit with one another.
Hmm. Yeah, this was a banger. I definitely enjoyed it. The beat was banging, the bass line, Too Short saying because bitches all over when they get fucked. I just need one with the big old butt. And he's just talking about, chicks that had them flat asses and how he only fucked with chicks with the big old booties. So it took me back to like that some mix a lot, baby got back, and how that blew up, that song and it was banging. Definitely enjoyed it.
Yes, definitely enjoy this one. All right, now the last track on the regular album is "Can't Stay Away" outro, which it's pretty much them sampling the Bootsy Collins song "Can't Stay Away" off the My Name Is Bootsy album, my personal favorite Bootsy Collins album, and my personal favorite song off that record too. Just spoiler alert, you know what I'm saying? So that joint right there was pretty dope. I like that. Um, it's funny too because NWA also sampled that song for the Tequila Hooker skit. You know what I'm saying? Off the
Right,
Niggas for Life album.
right. Yeah, I like the outro. Outro had like a 70s type of old school sound to it. Definitely, he should have started off the album with the outro. That should have been really the intro to this album. You know what I'm saying? But the beat was fire.
Yeah, I definitely understand that part. You know what I'm saying? That because that beat is definitely fire. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be with you talk about the bonus tracks like that because I didn't really care for them
Mhm.
like that. The worst being it's about that money with Puff Daddy, which I felt like very out of
Right.
place on this. I get it. He did a song with Biggie, "The World Is Filled." I get you had to repay the favor, but I don't know. I could have just done without that
It
one.
wasn't needed. He didn't need
It
to repay the
wasn't.
favor because it was whack.
Yeah.
The singers sounded
Um.
horrible. They should have, at least if you're gonna have singers on the chorus, get Faith Evans or Total. I don't know what singers dub was on this shit. They sound like crap.
For real, they definitely sound like crap. All right. So that's pretty much the whole album. Overall, this is actually a very, very, very dope record, in my opinion. I feel like if it wasn't for those extra tracks, we could have possibly gotten this album to be on the same level as possibly Cocktails, maybe even the Getting It album. But I feel like those last couple of tracks kind of threw off the album for me, to say the
Yeah,
least. You know what
same,
I'm saying? But
same.
at the same time, in talking about Short Dog, he definitely did his thing with this record. In my opinion, I feel like this is a nice return to form when it comes to him. In my opinion, um, it's like it definitely. This is how you do a coming back album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm looking at Jay-Z because when he did the whole Black album and he retired and
Right.
stuff like that, and he came out with that Kingdom Come, which
No,
I felt that was okay. It wasn't really
right.
my cup of
It
tea
wasn't
like that. You know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
great.
But you said what?
It wasn't great.
Yeah, you can even say that shit about the game too, because originally what people
Mm,
forgot, he had said that LAX was supposed to be his last album, but
yeah,
he came back with the Red album, which never liked the Red album.
right.
Never liked the Red album. Don't give a fuck what no one says. I feel like he didn't really come back strong with that one, but besides the point, I feel like Short Dog definitely did his thing with this record. I feel like it's a classic. Absolutely not. But at the same time, I definitely feel like this album should still be looked upon and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would give this album 4 out of 5 mics.
I love the G Funk production. I love the production on a lot of the songs and the features with Jay and with 8 Ball and MJG and Scarface and you know, it was banging. Definitely too short. Never been a lyrical cat to me. You know what I'm saying? But I think he makes do with what he has, and for this album, like the production mainly and the features, to me is why it's a solid album. Minus the extra tracks, I would give it 4.5. With the extra tracks, I'm giving it 4 mics. But there's a lot of bangers on here. Don't stop rapping. Here we go. More freaky tales. How does it feel? You might get G'd. Definitely a banging ass album.
Definitely. Alrighty. That's pretty much the whole review. Um, I'm gonna stay on for a couple of minutes. Okay, so yeah, man. So a lot of people giving this album 4 mics, 5 mics. Yes, I feel like it's a very underrated record. I'm not gonna hold you. Very underrated.
It's definitely a better coming out of retirement album than Kingdom Come.
Yes, I agree.
That shit only Kingdom Come only had like maybe 4 or 5 songs I liked on there. That was not a great Jay-Z album
I
at all.
agree.
He don't even do shit when he perform. He don't even do shit on that album.
I should tell you something. Lord have mercy. So this is just some bullshit. I hate when fucking banks overdraft motherfucking shit. Is this even possible? I'm sorry, I was looking up some stuff on my account.
It's all good.
Yeah, I had to talk to dad because this is fucking. I ain't about to do my shit like that, especially when it's close to Christmas. Hell no. Okay. Samson Life is Too Short is my favorite album by Too Short. I'm not mad about that. Yeah, that album. That album is always fire.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm not tripping and shit like that. That's my joint. You said Getting In is your favorite Too Short album out of all of them. That's a dope record too. Ah, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'll probably do a late night tomorrow after everything. Probably for an hour tomorrow and shit. So y'all can just ask me anything.
BJ was good. Oh, you like Too Short, BJ? Somebody other than Biggie? That's dope.
What up, BJ?
I think this is the type of album that niggas over here would have been bumping because they had a lot of different features on this album, and we wasn't bumping them like that.
Yeah, this definitely I recognize this album has a problem with a lot of East Coast cats too.
It was banging, yo. You got Diamond D on here? Come on. We had Jay. Jay wasn't even in his prime yet. This is '98 Jay on this joint. Yeah, I like the joint he was doing, Life After Death. That was a banger. Nobody talks about that song on there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that part. Lord have mercy.
Blow the Whistle. Hey, they played that a lot too when that came out.
I'm so tired of that song. So fucking tired of that song. Oh my god. But the crazy thing is, people act like that's his only song. It was his only mainstream song and shit.
Yeah.
You know, they were talking about this whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez trial and shit, right?
That's still going on.
Yeah.
What came up now?
So some random guy, right? Some
Mm.
guy pretty much witnessed the commotion from his window outside, and he
Mm.
pretty much said Tory was just shooting up shots in the air. It was like her friend that had the gun and shit. I was like, this nigga
Right.
was pretty much snitching on everybody. First of all, BJ, I was born in '95. I wasn't born in
Reg
'90.
is special. That's why I'm on here with them, because in his age group, there's nobody in his age group that know about these artists that we discuss. He's just from a different planet, you
Right.
know. That's why I fuck with Reg. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows a lot that even people our age don't even fucking know.
But thank you for thinking that I'm young, though. Thank you.
You are young, nigga. You still in your 20s. What you mean?
He put like 3 years off and shit. I was like, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna
I'm the
stay
old
on for
bastard
the
on here. You young. I'm the old bastard on here.
not old bastard. I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes.
No, you don't, man. What you talking about? I'm a sneakerhead. I got sneakers from like the last 15, 20 years. He says y'all little niggas, and I'm older than you, BJ. So you really the little nigga with Reg.
See. I know I'm not fucking tripping. Why do banks do this shit? So guess what happened?
Uh-huh.
I think my insurance like took like over $200 out my account, right?
Right.
And I already paid my bill of $86. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck that $200 come from and shit.
Are you supposed to pay the extra 20?
No,
They're giving it to you.
huh?
They're giving you the $20.
What are you talking about? What's $20?
You said the extra 20. Where's the extra 20 coming from?
No, no, no. It was no extra 20. It was like they took like $200. My bill was like 80 something dollars, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was trying to make a purchase earlier. They said my bank declined. I'm like, how the fuck my bank declined when I had over a hell of I put hella money in my account all fucking week and shit.
Right. Where
And
did
then
the
I'm
money
looking
go?
at my state and I'm looking at my fucking statement and shit like that. And that's when they took out the fucking money. I'm like, what the fuck is that's why I have to call them tomorrow before this fucking funeral to find out what the fuck they did
Yo,
and
BJ
shit.
got jokes though.
Of course I remember 9/11. They drill that fucking shit every damn September 11 like it's a fucking holiday.
Kita from the Bay Area. Shout out to you. You just missed the review, Kita. Great review though. It was a solid album.
Yeah. Welcome to the
The
chat
first time
though.
ever I listened to a Too Short album. I never listened to his stuff before until this album.
Now granted, if I were you, I'll personally start with getting where you fit in if I were you. Then
Uh-huh.
work your way up. Then get in where you fit in, then go into Mac, and then life is too short, and then you can go from there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Christian said I was born in '99, so that means I'm a little nigga.
Big nigga, little nigga, we all niggas at the end of the day, man. Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, That's crazy, man. What they just taking extra money out your account?
Yeah, I guess so. So, and that was literally like my bill money on
Right.
some real shit to pay off my last bills for this fucking year. So now I gotta wait till my fucking paycheck or whenever I get some Christmas money and shit, which kind of pissed me off. Cause they overdrafted my fucking fees and shit, man.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
this is just what I fucking need right now. On top of my grandma's funeral, this is what I need right now. Great. So this is why y'all. This is why we pray for a fucking God right now. This is what God does. He just likes to take fucking money out of motherfuckers' account, hard-earned motherfucking money. Let me
You gotta
stop.
you
Let me
gotta
stop.
call them up and talk to them about that.
No, this is why we fucking pray, right? This is the bullshit why we fucking pray. You know what? Let me not bring all my personal business out right now because
BJ, you're not old. You're just wiser. When we hit 40, we just get wiser.
this is why we fucking pray. This is the bullshit what we pray for. now I know why people become atheists and shit. Bunch of pricks.
Yeah, you missed the review, Kristen.
Yeah, all y'all motherfuckers just now coming. Y'all missed the review and shit. Y'all funny. Man.
He said he was introduced to Too Short when Juice came out.
Oh, so you want to be a gangster? So
Yeah. Yeah. And he was 5 when Juice came out. Wow.
I was a fetus. Oh, yeah, you damn right. I'm gonna call them motherfucker. I try to call their asses tonight. They're talking about, oh, we're gonna transfer you. All of a sudden, oh, we close. This is why I can't stand banks. I can't stand the government. I can't stand nobody. Fuck everybody. Fuck the government.
Favorite songs on AT Aliens. Millennium, the title track, Elevators,
I could
Two
have
Dope
sworn we
Boys in the.
answered that question.
Did we answer that?
I could have saw somebody ask that question a while back ago, but oh well.
Two Dope Boys in the Cadillac. That's one of my favorites. Growing Old. The whole album is great.
13th floor, Babylon, Jazzy
Yeah.
Bell,
Hmm.
elevators, me and you, your cousin and your father. Like, oh my god.
Oh, he said he was 5 when BT showed it on TV. When they showed Juice on TV.
They
When
actually
was that?
showed movies before Tyler Perry.
VH1 showed Juice. When was that?
I remember VH1. I remember seeing Juice a little bit on VH1.
BJ said I was 5 in '88 when Kane dropped it. No half stepping. Oh man.
This is that bullshit.
Damn, man. That making me feel really old. I was 10 when that came out.
Mm. Juice is one of my favorite Tupac movies. Probably my top 5. The Juice was a dope movie.
Yep. Christian said, "My favorite Too Short album, either Shorty the Pimp or Get In Where You Fit In."
Yes.
I agree. I agree, BJ. Do you like the movie X Men? You a fan of X Men, Reg?
Not really. I mostly like the cartoon.
Oh yeah, cartoon was great. I love the movies with Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry and what's the bald head dude, Patrick Stewart. I like the original ones. Days of the reboot was okay.
Oh wow. I forgot Halle Berry was in that shit.
Yeah. My favorite Too Short album is Life is Too Short, Getting Where You Fit In, Short Dogs in the House, Cocktails, Getting It. So basically, it's all his albums,
Well, pretty much all the good ones and shit.
all the good ones.
Well, let me stop because Short Dog he did have some good stuff in the 2000s. Like again, You Nasty wasn't that bad. It was
Hmm.
more like a transitional album to say the least.
Right.
Um, I did like some stuff from the Pimp tape. I
Okay.
haven't heard everything though, but Married to the Game, I heard some of it. It was okay, but honestly, man, as much as I love Lil Jon, he didn't really provide Short Dog with some of his best material. I'm gonna
Little
say about
John,
that. Lil Jon, yeah.
Little John gave him some of his best stuff. You think?
I said he didn't give Short Dog some of
Oh,
his best material.
well, Little John was big at that time, so he was working with everybody.
Yeah, and besides, like Lil Jon's, he's good with certain artists. That's the thing,
Mm,
because just like how everyone wants to do this trap sound, I remember in the mid 2000s, everybody wanted to be a crunker and shit like that, you know.
right.
And yeah, I just made that word up, a crunker.
Favorite movie or animated adaptation of Spider-Man? Uh,
Yeah.
I love the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, but I also like the ones with Tom Holland. The last one that just came out, the one that came out last year, No Way Home was good. Animated, Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. Spider-Man and Friends was like with Firestar and Iceman. That one was good. That was like back in the 80s
That
that came out.
that
You
one
didn't
was
like that
pretty
one?
good.
Yeah, that one was
Not
good.
believe it or not, I like that one. Believe it or
Yeah,
not,
that
Spider-Man
one.
'94. That's
Yes.
another story.
You didn't like that one? The animated
Uh,
on Fox? You didn't like that one?
it was overly written, overly sensationalized. I felt like with every scene they had to explain the writing. I felt like it was trying to be a mixture of X-Men, but still trying to have the dark atmosphere of Batman the animated series, but it did not come right.
But a lot of those, like I think that might be the only Spider-Man, animated series that had like a lot of the enemies that you see in that one. They're coming out now on screen. You had Venom, you had Morbius, Lizard Man. What I'm saying? Like that to me was the best one.
Believe it or not, I'm more of a spectacular Spider-Man fan than Spider-Man '94.
That one was good
But
too. That was a good one.
yeah,
BJ said, I remember 92, 93 like it was yesterday. Great year. Oh, yeah, it was great. Definitely. Like you said, like you have to be there to witness, that all that the great stuff that was coming out at that time. Yeah, 95 was great. great year for hip hop, great year for R&B.
See, that's the thing. I wish I would have lived through in the '90s at times because it's like,
But you I mean you know it though. You know what I'm saying? It's like not everybody can say that though. Like they, you know what I'm saying? If they wasn't there, they have to do their research on it, but they wouldn't necessarily get that feeling of in the vibe of how it was back then. But you know it already though. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Because
like
you
I
just
remember,
grew up on different shit. You know what I'm saying?
right? Like I lived like through the '90s, but I was like a little boy. I remember certain artists like
Right.
Destiny's Child and the Aaliyahs and the NSYNC. I remember all them
Yeah.
artists, but still,
Right. So you was there. You was just younger, but you was there already.
yeah. Christian said, "Am I the only one who thinks that Ren and Stimpy aged badly because of person?" You know what, Christian? I actually watched the Ren and Stimpy documentary and stuff like that, and I can see your point about that. You know what I'm saying? But you can also say the stuff about a lot of the Dan Schneider shows, honestly, too. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with Ren and Stimpy, I love Ren and Stimpy, but John K, that's a different story.
I thought it was good. I don't think it aged at all.
Yeah, I mean, the show definitely was unique and stuff like it was influential, but a lot of what the creator based himself, he based it on Ren. So that's
Right.
why a lot of people kind of look at the show sideways now. Mm.
The Incredible Hulk series, the animated one. I didn't watch that a lot. That animated Hulk series. It was okay.
Hello, this is PNC Bank. We are calling to provide you with a one-time passcode you have requested. Don't share it with anyone. We also won't call and ask for it. If you didn't request this passcode, hang up and call us at 1-800-762.
What do you think about the corruption album? A corrupt,
Your passcode is
It wasn't good.
458
one of the worst debuts in hip hop.
0.
One of the worst albums. That's what he
Debuts.
Your
debuts.
passcode again,
Oh man.
45850. Thank you.
Honestly, if he would have dropped an album right after Dog Food, maybe like late '95. Well, because Dog Food came out late '95, like early '96,
Right.
it might have been something different, especially with Daz doing the production. Like a little bit of Daz, some of Dre, some of Superfly and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Christian said, Reg, I tried to find season one of all that, but it's hard to find. The only things I find is some clips of sketches and performances, including they had Kel performing a rap on
See,
Popular.
you're not the first one that said that because a lot of the first season is kind of rare for some odd reason because of the honestly with all that, a lot of the music performances got cut out from a lot of the streaming sites, which I hate when they do that stupid shit because it's like they did that with Chappelle's show too. I think they cut some of the music performances out on Netflix and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I hate when they do that because of copyright bullshit, which stupid as hell. But at the same time, I understand because motherfuckers want to get paid whenever like publishing. I get it, but at the same time, it takes a certain unique away. And Living
Right.
Color to me is the worst participant because if you buy like the Living Color DVDs, the
Mhm.
first season is pretty much good, but then as the seasons go on, they would replace like a lot of the Fly Girls
Mhm.
performances with generic music. Let's just say you watching a skit of this episode. Let's just say somebody reference a song like Wanda, for instance, doing the Love Roller Coaster. they will cut that out and shit like that. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? The worst participant was when they will cut out the music video parodies. That was like the final straw. But luckily for me personally, I like to like download certain. I had to download certain videos or record it off TV, make my own collection of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So they didn't want to pay the artist. Is that what they cut it out?
Yeah, that's they do that shit, especially like Paramount, 20th Century Fox. They
Right.
always do that fucking shit because especially with Happy Days too.
Mhm.
Like Happy Days, like, a lot of the DVDs they drop from that show, they will play some of the music and stuff like that too. Well, some DVDs, like I know the third and fourth season, all the music is still there, but if you get like some of the fifth and sixth season DVDs, they take a lot of the songs out, replace it with
Right.
stupid ass generic music.
What's up, Kaya?
Hey Kyle, what's
But,
up?
but that was the reason why New York Undercover never came out on DVD, because Dick Wolf didn't want to pay the artist.
Well, that part, and because Dick Wolf wanted to forget about New York Undercover, let's keep it a buck.
But he came out with he rebooted the series. It just they haven't showed it yet though.
My point exactly.
Like they have a full season, like 13 episodes that's not aired yet. So he had to spend money to just for them to do over the show.
Yeah, that's because like even if you watch New York Undercover on Prime, some of the music is there, some of the music is not there. That's why again, I had to look long and hard with some old Fox viewings, TV1, and stuff like that. You know, heck, even BT, they don't even play some of the full music on BT and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, Dangerous was great, man. That's one of my favorite Michael albums.
Yeah, that double review is coming next week with the Jackson's
Man,
Triumph album. So
91. That came out in 91. What about the SNL musical performances?
man, from what I've seen of SNL, some of the music performances are there. Well, the seasons that I personally would rewatch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
like the
but
Cypress Hill one where they got banned, that wouldn't be on there.
I think that's available on Peacock. I think, but like I said, I'm not the biggest SNL fanatic, but I want to say at least a good 80% of the music performances are still intact. I want to say.
What's his name mentioned that Jamal. Shout out to 80s and 90s. They actually did an interview with one of the cast members from All That, and I know they had mentioned about them taking out the musical performances from the show now. So go check that out on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Christian, I'm gonna look that up after I finish this. 'Cause I'm actually about to eat something in about 5 minutes, and my food's calling me right now. So yeah. Lord have mercy.
BJ said he might have to join that review. BJ, you always welcome on, yo. Any day,
Yeah, you're
like
always welcome.
you don't need an invite, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come on here.
Yeah. Like I said, once I get my work schedule Friday, I'll let you know the schedule. But
I remember buying Dangerous. It was Thanksgiving weekend of 91 because like I think might have been like the day before Thanksgiving. I was at the record store and I was deciding between Dangerous and the House Party 2 soundtrack, and I ended up buying
right.
Dangerous. So that came out like late 91.
I remember my dad always had that in his collection, so that's how I
Yeah.
always fuck with the album.
For some reason though, I feel like it was big when it came out, and then like over time people forgot about that album.
Yeah, and I told you why they forgot about the album is because the whole fucking molestation came right before that record and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then when History dropped, I think History suffered the most from those allegations.
I agree.
Like Dangerous blew up. Like they had Black or White on primetime. Like they debuted it on primetime. Back when Michael was having his videos debut on primetime TV, they don't even do that no more. And he was like the only one. Like they would debut that on CBS at 8 p.m. or Fox at 8 p.m. No other artist has done that. Not Beyonce, not Jay. Mike was the only one that he had his world premiere videos on primetime on network TV. That's how big it was back then.
Sam said Bad is my favorite album. Oh wow.
That was great. That's a good album.
Yeah, that was a good album. Shit. To be is Off the Wall, Thriller, Dangerous, Bad, and then Forever Michael. Cause niggas sleep on Forever Michael.
I think they sleep on the albums even before Off the Wall. You know, the Forever Michael and Got to Be There, and you know when he was like when he still had the afro and the nose and all that. The Ben album, you know, but yeah, all those albums were great.
I Need Dangerous on vinyl. I think they re-released it on vinyl, BJ, but it's very expensive.
That collage with like there's a lot going on in that album cover.
And you know why they did that, right?
Why they did that?
But when I looked up, this was around the time when this is a quote unquote Wacko Jacko era. So MJ wanted to use that cover to what people see in him and stuff like that too. Like all the circus and all the kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to use that cover because like he felt like that's what people saw in him and shit too. So I forgot where I read that from. You said what?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like he had the Elephant Man bones and the chamber he would sleep in and all that allegedly, and
a
lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more people. I think Michael Jackson has a solid catalog. I agree.
Yeah, up until his death. Yeah.
Now, granted, I feel like History, Blood on the Dance Floor, and Invincible had its ups and downs, but it was still pretty solid.
Yeah, History was dope.
Did you know Michael Jordan was on the video Jam? Yes, I did.
Yeah, his early stuff we don't talk about.
Yeah, Christian said, except after maybe Tomorrow People slept on the rest of the later Jackson 5 albums. I mean, Destiny was their best-selling album, so I don't know if people would slept on that, but I do hear what you're saying because looking through the window was pretty good. Moving Violation, like you mentioned, was pretty decent too. So
yeah. Yeah, Michael Jordan was in it. Chris Cross was in it. Heavy D was on the video.
Jam. Can't take too much jam. I'm gonna end this off right here and stuff. So yeah, man. Thank y'all so much for watching this episode. Just letting you guys know tomorrow, I'm possibly gonna do a live review tomorrow. Well, not live, a late night stream tomorrow and shit like that, just talking shit. I don't know what time yet. Whenever I get back home and get settled with everything, hopefully straighten out this bank issue or whatever again. But that's another story for a different day.
When is your Twitch live stream happening?
As of now, Friday at 2 p.m. But if I have to reschedule it, it's gonna be possibly next week.
Okay. I got Twitch too, so I want to start using my Twitch channel. So
yeah,
but that's gonna be for gaming though, just for gaming. You know, I'm loving the gaming, so yeah, I'm gonna like do like a couple live streams next year on Twitch. But I have an account, so just so you know, I have an account, and I only used it once, so that's why I asked him like, when are you going live on Twitch?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live Friday at 2 p.m. I'm gonna do some more promotion and stuff like that tonight.
Yes, the Bordeaux 7s. That's one of my favorite pair of Jordans.
Yeah. Other than that, appreciate this try as usual. Tuna. Also Friday is gonna be the Christmas review with Shantae Moore's Christmas album. So stay tuned on all of that. And I will see y'all later. Appreciate this try. Peace.
Peace.